Actually, what has made me make this episode have been told by so many women, ladies, girls, women, about how I am so lucky to have such a lifestyle at this stage in life. These are women who some are single mothers, some are married, some are like married with 4 kids and like 45 years above. Most of them point out that, wow, it's nice for you to have time for yourself. I wish I had that. Like, I wish I had the opportunity to have that. It gives me validation for my decisions, because when I made these decisions, I was being selfish. Honestly, I was being selfish. I was choosing myself, and I was looking out for myself, me. I didn't care about what the culture has to say. I didn't care about what all the community, my neighbors all had to say. I did this for me because I knew that I needed this time to discover myself. And it was quite impossible doing this when I'm living in my parents' house, or even if I had got married and like started staying with my husband, or even if I got a kid. Like, it's quite hard for you to discover yourself properly and with all the depth and interest. Like, give yourself time for you. So I am just grateful that I made that decision. Like, every time I hear someone say that, I just feel great. Or I feel guilty for saying this because society would say otherwise, but I feel like women want that time for themselves, but they can't speak out. For example, like me, when I was living home, I remember my dad pointing out, you only leave home when you're going to get married or when you're getting a job far away where we have no choice but you have to go. Or like, give me the reason why. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, so for me to have this journey for myself, for me to discover myself, you mean I have to first get married? Like, I was like, no, Dad, I just want time for me. And Bambi, I don't know if they got it, but they got it later on. I explained to my parents, and me, I don't do things. I don't just escape or do what. I explained to them and told them why I'm making this decision. The good thing, they know me. They know I have goals. They know how I fought for my dreams, even if up to now they don't understand them so well. But at least they know me. They know that I like to work for my own things. Like, for me, what makes me happy is being able to pay my rent, being able to buy myself a laptop, being able to take care of myself, and just taking care of me and building myself. That really makes me so happy. And also sharing my knowledge. That's exactly why I'm on YouTube. One of the two things that I don't like tampering with talking about on YouTube is culture and religion. But today I'm going to talk about culture. So if you want to come and beat me, it's okay. The African culture, generally, honestly, in my opinion, I'm just laying out what I see as facts, puts down women. Like, women are looked at as like they have to do housework. They have, like, we are nurtured to take care of our husbands. Okay, the main focus when parenting you, or when your parents are guiding you, is like, you have to cook like this, you have to serve like this, you have to kneel, like, you have to learn how to clean the house, have to learn how to put yourself together. That is the main focus for a girl. Anyway, I get it, because a woman is the homemaker. And sometimes I wonder, why do we have to go to school and then someone has to wait for you to discover yourself when you get married? Like, can't you just continue as you're already a person? Why do you have to wait to get married so that now you can be yourself? Like, I just don't get it. I'm not saying it's bad or good, because, my dear, you as a girl, you have to be hygienic, you have to learn how to take care of the home and all that, you have to learn how to cook. But that is the main focus. And then you're like, I went to school, why should I just be a stay-home wife? Like, I should also have a choice. And for me, I made that choice. I was like, no, Daddy, I'm not going to wait to get married so that I can discover myself. That is not right. And in the African culture, that is totally wrong. Even now, I know they're looking at me like, bleh, what is this girl saying? Like, what is this chick saying? But now, looking at the fact that lots of people approach me and these are women who are married with kids who are teenagers, and they're like, wow, I wish I had that time for myself, my me time. I wish I had it, because now I'm old and maybe I'm making 60, and it's when I'll get my time, but I don't have the energy yet. I had hobbies. I wanted to chase after my dreams. I've had ladies who are like in their 40s above, and they're like, we wanted to change to I wanted to be an artist, but I got married and got lost in between. And now I'm not saying that it's wrong. The culture puts down girls. Like, when you see a boy relax, like, you guys, I would be home, like before I moved out of my parents' house. You have these loads of work. The house is looking at you. You have to cook. You have all that. And yes, your African mom only gets that the girl is the one supposed to do this part. And yet you have your work that you want to invest time in. Sometimes I would want to record a YouTube video or edit. Like, I needed time to do my own things, but I wasn't getting enough time because most of my time was being put into housework. And by the time you're done with housework, you're tired, and now you can't work as effective. I don't know if that makes sense. It was just too much for me. And meanwhile, the boys are chilling in their room. Like, they're chilling in their rooms, and for them, they're doing their things, they're doing their stuff. Like, for them, they can discover themselves from home. But for you as a girl, it's just impossible. Like, it's really, really impossible, unless like there's house help or what. And the fact that you as a girl, you're around your home, and your job, by the way, is not being looked at as a career. It means that, why should we bring house help? Because you're there, like. And I would try to give an example of, like, guys, it's just that I'm working from home as an artist. Of course, I'm working from home. But what if I had a job elsewhere and I'm waking up early in the morning to go? Please, when I enter my art room, imagine that I am not there. Guys, it was impossible. They will come for me, who's busy, and leave my brother, who is free. And yet for me, I needed my time. So I am just glad I made this decision. I was very selfish. I did not care whatsoever the culture had to say. And I'm so grateful that I did this, because looking at myself right now, like, everything I have discovered about myself, which I will still continue even when I get married, even when I get kids. Like, even if I get married tomorrow, many of you may think that I don't want to get married, but yes, I do want, but it hasn't yet happened, and maybe it's God's decision, which I'm okay with. But if it happens tomorrow, like, I'm so glad everything I've got to know about myself and my career and the path that I want to go. Like, everything is so clear, and I'm so ready to grow into it with whoever I'm getting married to and the kids that God will give me. I'm just feeling stronger now and feeling like fully myself. Feeling like I've got to know me, I've got to date me before I meet my kids, before I meet my husband. So it's just an amazing feeling to know what you are as a person. Recently, yesterday I discovered something about myself that I don't know if I would ever, and now I'm working on it. Guys, I am someone who is like, I realize that I can be at 0 or at 100 when it comes to stress levels. If you find me relaxed, I will be relaxed, like relaxed, no problem. I'll act like I have no problem. I will chill. But when I am stressed, I am at 100. I am so stressed. My face is disorganized. I am disorganized. I am moving in a weird way. I am just literally out of the place. And so I was like, Agatha, you can't be like this. Like, you can't be so unbothered and then you be so bothered. So I have to tone it down and be, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. I have to tone it down and be able to, like, have a balance of all my stress, like be there in the middle. I don't know if that makes, how do I explain it, guys? Have you understood? Those who know me, I'll be out of the place when I'm stressed. Like, I can't even multitask. but I just wish I could be able to just be calm and bothered at the same time as I handle all these tasks. Otherwise, I'm either out of the place, like totally disorganized, or I am just chill. I'm like, oh, whatever, and you'll think like I'm a very disorganized person. I'm just really grateful for my me time. I'm grateful for the time that I chose. I'm grateful for fighting for this, and I would encourage girls out there, like, have that time for you, have that time to date yourself. It is so amazing. No man, no drama, no kids, and women are looked at as child bearers and house helps. Yeah, house helps and child bearers in our culture. I don't know, for some reason. So as I'm waiting for my husband and my kids, I am grateful. And by the way, be ready when you choose your journey different from what other people do. Because even my dad, before letting me go, not even letting me, because me I had already chosen, before he just let it go and decided not to chase after me, he was like, nobody around here does that, what. But I told him, yeah, you're right, but I'm not going to follow everybody. Like, if we want change to happen in the society, change has to start happening. And for me, you know me, I don't like to follow things that the normal way, because that may even be the reason why Africa is so backward. In America or whatever, from what I know, when a kid makes 18 years, like, you're already given your space. But here, a parent wants to cling to you and control you and all that, which I understand, by the way, because it's so dangerous out here. It is so dangerous out here, like, but I've become stronger, and I'm really so grateful. And most people keep making comments like, why would you rent out a room when you have a room at home, like in my parents' house? And for me, I don't look at it as an expense. For me, it's an investment in myself. Yeah, and which I do not regret. I pay my rent happily. You are in, I'm not saying it's the right or wrong, I'm just stating facts based on what I have heard from every girl that I meet, every woman, that women need their time. And please make sure you date yourself. Yeah, make sure you date yourself. Even if you're in a state where now, okay, you're married, you have kids, find a way to get yourself back, because we can be more than just child bearers and house helps. Yeah, I hope this video will be impactful for you and you have something to learn. Yes, these are just facts. It's not a right or wrong. Whatever stage you're in life, just be grateful to God that you're alive. Make sure you subscribe. Bye. I think it's now fair. I honestly don't know where to start from, but now I'm nervous. I love vlogging, but I always get nervous before starting to record. Like, I think about all the audience in the background, like, why? We are working on it. Today I'm doing episode 2 of Inner Vlog Diaries. If you've not seen episode 1, please go watch it. I don't know if it can relate to you, but I'm just it's a series where I'm just being vulnerable and saying out what I feel, and in hopes to relate to someone else that cannot speak, and that can relate and make them feel like they're not alone. That is what I'm trying to do, because I have no problem speaking out something that I'm going through, as long as it's true. So why not say it out? Like, I just want to say it, because I believe when I say it, then I'm making myself better, and I'm also improving or making it better for the world or for the people that watch, and it will have a better impact on their life.